Hello everyone, today we want to talk about an issue that affects our daily lives, our cities and our planet's future. Sustainable transportation. Transportation is a necessary part of everyday life. Every day, 4 to 5 billion people travel to school, work and other activities. However, the way we move through our cities has a significant impact on the environment, public health and urban health. Each commuter produces 4 kilograms of carbon emissions per day. In many cities around the world, cars are still the dominant form of transportation. While cars are convenient, they also contribute to traffic congestion, air pollution, noise, and high energy consumption. This issue is directly connected to the goals of the UN, especially Sustainable Development Goal 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities.
Globally, transportation is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions, and many of these emissions come from short trips that could be replaced by walking or cycling. Yet these alternatives are rarely used. In Türkiye, private car use is around 70%, while bicycle use is below 1%. In our city, Mersin, with a population of 2.5 million, bicycle use for transportation is also under 1%. Students play a key role in this issue because school travel makes up nearly 25 to 30% of weekday morning traffic. Even when students live close to school, most still come by car or bus. This made us ask a simple question. If cycling is possible, why aren't students using bicycles? Mersin has flat terrain, a mild Mediterranean climate, and suitable conditions for cycling. Yet safe bike lanes and parking areas near schools are limited, and traffic around schools is crowded, polluted, and unsafe. This became the starting point of our project. We wanted to understand the barriers and find practical solutions. This challenge is directly connected to this year's theme, prosperity, because cities that support sustainable transportation become cleaner, healthier, and more livable. If students can safely choose bicycles, we move one step closer to more prosperous communities. Our goal is simple, to make sure that every young person in Mersin who wants to reduce carbon emissions by biking is able to do so.
To study the problem systematically, we combined expert insight with community data. We first conducted an in-depth interview with Fikret Zorlu from Mersin University, an expert in urban and environmental planning. He provided insights on sustainable transportation, the role of bicycles, the need for safe cycling infrastructure, and challenges in promoting bicycle use, helping us understand urban planning factors affecting transportation habits.
Expert knowledge, we conducted surveys with students and their parents to collect numerical data about transportation habits, attitudes towards cycling, and factors affecting transport choices. Our survey had 4 aims: determine how many students could realistically bike to school based on distance, identify why students who could bike do not, understand the main barriers such as safety, lack of bike lanes, or parking, and determine whether students would bike if these conditions improved. We also surveyed parents because their opinion strongly influenced students. Students from different grades and schools in Mersin participated with their parents. 66% are from Yenişehir and 58% live within 5 kilometers, a distance that takes around 15 minutes with a bike. However, 43% use school buses and 45% private cars, while only 3 students bike. Combining expert interviews with student data helped us identify factors limiting bicycle use and estimate the potential reduction in carbon emissions if more students cycled.
After analyzing survey responses, several factors emerged that could encourage students to cycle to school. Dedicated bicycle lanes were important, with 62.9% saying they would motivate cycling. Safer roads also matter, as does secure bicycle parking near schools and public spaces. Social influence plays a role, with 50.8% motivated by seeing peers cycle, and traffic safety education could help 38.6% feel more confident about cycling.
Combining this result with distance data, 58% of students live within 5 kilometers of school, a 15-minute bike ride, yet few currently cycle. Safer infrastructure, bicycle lanes, and secure parking could significantly boost cycling, and even small behavioral change could lead to a major increase. Surveys across schools ensured our project is based on real student needs and perspectives, not assumptions.
The prototype features a compact aluminum rack system with a protective sunroof to shield bicycles from rain in winter and extreme heat in summer. Each rack holds 8 bicycles, 4 per side, positioned at a 60-degree upward angle to maximize space efficiency and stability. The structure fits on a 1.8 by 2 meter surface, allowing many bicycles to be stored in a small, visually clean area with a minimal modular design that keeps production simple and low cost.
The main aluminum frame and angled racks cost about $100, chosen for being lightweight, durable, corrosion-resistant, and easy to manufacture. Aluminum composite panels for the sunroof cost about $60, while support brackets are $25, fasteners $15, and a weather-resistant coating $20. Labor, cutting, welding, and assembly costs about $90. In total, the estimated cost of producing one rack is about $310. Because the design is minimal and modular, the cost could decrease to approximately $230 to $250 per unit if produced on a larger scale. For this project, we have a budget of exactly $1,750 funded by our sponsors, Parent Teacher Association of METU DF Mersin High School, the METU Development and Foundation Governing Board, and our own contributions. We will use these funds to build 3 bicycle racks to our own school and 2 at 2 different schools nearby that have participated in our survey. This will cost us approximately $1,550, and with the $200 left, we will fund our campaigns. In order to expand our project, we also presented our prototypes to our school and met with our principal to gain official support and permissions. During this meeting, we explained our project and proposed adding more bicycle parking areas. Based on the principal's advice, we selected a 2 by 5 meter space near the school's recycling bins. This location is sheltered from the elements and not directly visible from the street, providing additional safety. We will begin testing by installing 2 prototypes here, creating 16 parking spots. In the near future, we aim to increase the capacity to at least 24 bicycles to make cycling to school a more practical options for students.
Yenişehir Municipality. With the support of the municipality, we are planning to provide similar bike racks to our prototypes to other nearby schools which are affected by the same problems. Moreover, we requested them to expand the range of bike lanes and safety measures in roads and streets.
Additionally, we organized a campaign at our school to encourage students to use bicycles more often. We handed out brochures explaining the benefits of cycling, such as improving health, reducing traffic, and helping the environment. We are also planning a cycling event on April 19th at 15:30 at the beach to raise awareness about cycle use. By talking directly with students and sharing information, our project goes beyond a school initiative and becomes a community-supported environmental action.
Environmental impact, we made a simple calculation. Passenger cars emit about 200 grams of carbon dioxide per kilometer. With an average 3-kilometer distance to school, a daily round trip produced about 1.2 kilogram of carbon dioxide. Over a 180-day school year, this equals roughly 216 kilogram of carbon dioxide per student. Since 3 students commute by bicycle instead of by car, they prevent about 650 kilograms of carbon dioxide emissions each year, showing how small change in transportation habits can create real environmental benefits.
Our team's vision for the future is based on the belief that small actions today can create meaningful change over time. Promoting bicycle use may seem like a small step, but it directly supports prosperity by helping cities become cleaner, safer, and more efficient, which leads to healthier and more productive communities. Our goal is to help build a future where sustainable mobility is normal, and where cities grow more eco-friendly, more livable, and more prosperous for the next generation.
Our project is smart, specific. Our goal is to make bicycles a real transportation option for students in Mersin by installing bicycle racks and encouraging cycling. Measurable. We will install 3 racks, create 24 parking spaces, run awareness campaigns, and measure carbon dioxide reduction when students choose bicycles instead of cars. Attainable. This goal is realistic because we designed a low-cost prototype, secured funding, and received support from our school and the municipality. Relevant. This project helps reduce traffic, pollution, and emissions. It supports sustainable cities and matches the World Affairs Challenge theme of prosperity. Timed. We will build and install the racks during this school year and expand the project to other schools in the near future. That is why our project is smart.
We